Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 7th to the 16th, 2022 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Ooh, okay. I love that. We have the Death card, which is Scorpio energy, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. There's a transformation going on, most definitely, and we're also going to see our angels really untangling a lot that has been holding us back. There's something here where like the strings are cut, but not in a bad way, but in this way that I get to move forward, I get to go after what I want, I get to be more than what I expected I could be. And so it's a very empowering energy that is around us, which is really cool. And we're also kind of reinventing ourselves during this time. It's really looking at ourselves and saying, well, this is what I want. And maybe I was afraid to say it before, or maybe I didn't think I could. But now there is such a sense of, well, this is what I'm going after, period, and a discussion when it comes to my career, when it comes to what I want, even when it comes to something on the side that, I've always been very passionate about. Now's my time, and that's what we really feel like. Now's my time. Let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of. Okay, so these two right here. We have the King of Pentacles and we have the Prince of Cups. So with the King of Pentacles, it's Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We're being told not to get in our own way. That's going to be very important. We're also going to have a certain rigidity to things. It's kind of like it has to be done like this. And I just hear it. It's kind of like a father had said it to us, or, it's a male energy, or somebody who's very authoritative, has that male energy to them. They've said like, oh, it has to be like this. And so that's the way we've always done it. Now we're going to see that we're kind of breaking out of that way, that routine of things. So that's going to be very important for us. It's just saying, just because it's the way it's always been done doesn't mean it has to be the way we're always still going to do it. So it's not necessarily a negative energy at all, but it's just saying, just be mindful of this, because we're moving forward with such a fresh, it's just such a fresh start. Like I'm smelling like wildflowers and fresh air and like the breeze. And it's like, I'm getting ready for spring. I'm moving forward towards what I really desire. And then the Prince of Cups is very much a sense of, we have to be mindful of people putting up emotional barriers for us or around us when it comes to our work, when it comes to what we desire. This person is almost like, well, you should be able to read my mind. You should be able to just know what it is that I want. And we're going to think, oh, okay, well, I have to make this person happy, or, we have to move forward in agreements or in harmony, instead of saying, you know what, sometimes I don't need you, and I can move forward just like this. So there's going to be a real assertion of power during this time. And it doesn't mean that we're getting into a fight with anybody. It means that we're really looking at ourselves and what we want and where we're headed. And it's the holistic health. It's the root chakra that's coming through. We're looking at the root of ourselves and finding out that we're a lot more fabulous than we thought we were. And as we're doing this, we're also looking at a healing, at a listening to our body, listening to what we really love and really want. And that becomes the game changer here. Now, let's go deeper. Most definitely. Okay. So we have here the Six of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Strength card, which is Leo energy, the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. So there is something here from the past that's moving us forward. And again, it's that energy of like, well, this is the way it's been done sort of thing. But it is something from the past that we are holding on to, or we're trying to recreate. And it can be for one very specific person. Like we're trying to recreate what we once had. And it's like, no, it's going to be new. It's going to be a new start. It's going to be a fresh start. It's going to be a reinvention. And we just have to own it during this time, to own that it's going to be a reinvention. And it's going to lead us to walking away from what we once thought we would love, walking away from something that's become toxic or overwhelming or just wrong for us. And it's not that we're quitting. There is this energy here where I'm not a quitter. It's not quitting. It's knowing when it's not right. And there's a difference, because there's a happiness that gets to be invoked during this time. We're putting down a lot of burdens that have been a part of us for a really long time. Like we're so used to carrying the load, carrying everything, everybody putting everything on our shoulders, that to not have all that weight weighing us down, it almost feels wrong. So be aware of this. Be aware that as we're, making very clear boundaries, also as we're looking at things and being inspired and going off in different directions, we're releasing a lot of what we had once carried with us. And that's going to make some people very mad, because they're going to think, well, you're supposed to be carrying my load. Like you're supposed to be doing this. It's your job. And it's like, no, it's not my job. It's your job. Do your job. I'll do mine. And so again, there's just an assertiveness here. It's a strength of character, it's a strength of insight, but we're also going to see ourselves kind of teaming up with people that we didn't think we'd be teaming up with, or inspired by people that we didn't think would be inspiring to us. And so there's a real sense here of, change and insight and beauty, but also there's a pushback to bullies during this time. It's like, nope, no, I'm not doing that. And we're going to find that we say no so much more easily. And we're not going to feel as guilty about it as we once did. Doors are opening that hadn't been opened before. We're also starting to see ourselves being able to move forward, being able to go after. And as we're seeing things so differently. It's like the doors are opening, but also our eyes are changing. So we're not seeing things in the same way. And that's what a big part of this time is all about. It's like, I'm not being held back anymore. I'm not, trying to fit a square peg in a round hole type of thing. I'm letting myself shine. And as we let ourselves shine, we're really embracing what we want, who we are, what's important to us, what isn't important to us. So let's see here. And there's a lot of a release of the past here, which is very freeing and very beautiful. So we have the world, and the world is opening up to us in the Page of Swords. We become a student of our words. We're also going to find that there is somebody. Now, this doesn't have to be a young person, because usually pages, come through as young people. But this is like a little nymph of a person. Like this is somebody who is a little bit mischievous, a little like has a fantastically wicked sense of humor, and as fantastically like just it tickles you. Like they make you laugh, like the way that they see things, the way that they're looking at things. It's like it's a breath of fresh air coming in. So let that person really help guide us forward, because they're going to look at things in such a different way. And it's like, yeah, why not? Like, why not do that? And there's just a sense of joy coming back into things. But I just see this as a person who, they could be, I actually see this as an older person who just hasn't lost their spark, hasn't lost their beauty. And this can also be us. It's like, I'm getting back that spark. I'm getting back that beauty. We have a way with words, and we're also learning a whole bunch. And we're not going to be too proud to say, oh, I don't know that, or, oh, I want to learn more about that. There's just this sense of the spark coming back, which is really, really cool. And then the world opens. The world is opening because we are opening up the doors. And we're saying, you know what? No, I'm moving forward like this, or, oh, I'm going this way. And we're really being authoritative during this time and confident. And that's going to get somebody upset, because they're so used to us carrying the load and almost apologizing for having to do everything, which is odd. So here it's like, nope, this is how I'm moving forward. And we're going to see doors opening. Again, it's because we have different eyes. There's a different way that we're looking at things, where it's like, okay, now I'm moving forward like this. And they didn't think we'd walk away. Like they didn't think that we'd stop the cycle, and yet we stopped the cycle. And so that's going to be really powerful for us. And also we didn't think. I don't know what the cycle is. We didn't think we'd stop the cycle. So here, Yeah, no, it's the knots. It's the it's things being fuddled, right? So here, let's see. Ooh, goodness, as this falls. Here we need one more. Okay. So it's the High Priestess. A veil is lifted from our eyes. It's like, no, I'm not doing this. We have the Strength card again. There's such a connection here to what was once overpowering for us. Like we weren't ready for it before. And there's a sense now that, you know what, I've learned so much. I've come so far. I'm ready for it now. I'm ready for this partnership. I'm ready for this way to move forward. And then with the Chariot, which is also Cancer energy, there is a sense of, you know, I'm moving towards what I want. I'm moving towards what I need. What's important to me, it matters. It absolutely matters. And we're seeing, you know, what we emotionally want and what we logically want starting to intertwine with each other. Instead of feeling almost like we're living in two very separate worlds, they're starting to come together because we're starting to come together. And as that comes, that's where it really calls on our strength, our determination. Things are moving forward in a way that we hadn't expected, but that's also because we're seeing things so much more clearly, so much more openly. There's a sense here of, you know, no. And no is going to be a big thing during this time. No, it isn't happening like this. No, I'm not doing that. And even if we just say it to ourselves, like, no, I don't have to put up with that nonsense. Or no, I don't have to, you know, be that person's, like, you know, whooping boy kind of thing. It gives us we stand up taller. We're so much more confident by the 16th, you know, than we were on the 7th when we walk into this time. And so this is going to be powerful for us. This is going to be, you know, determined and focused and brilliant for us. And as we're moving forward in our inside, we're also seeing people for how they truly are, not just how they want to appear. So that's going to be something that is nice for us, because it's like, oh, you want to be seen as always the good guy, but you cause a lot of these troubles. You know, you're the one who puts like the flea in the ointment and then says, oh, I don't know why it's not working well. So here we have to be mindful. The energy we have to be mindful of during this time subconsciously is mistaking lust for love. Okay, mistaking something that has, it's like a momentary like interest for us into something that has a deeper passion. So that's going to be very important during this time because we are so powerfully driven. And then we have grounding the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. We're really moving towards a firm foundation, a real sense of grounding, determination, insight, ideas. It brings us then to the Hangman. We see things so differently, and it's because our angels are untangling so much for us. We have such an insight coming our way. We are transforming so powerfully, and we're also having messages. Now, if you had somebody in your life who was a Scorpio, okay, or who just kind of had like a darkly wicked sense of humor, that person's energies around us during this time, and it's just going to lighten things up, because things are going to be really serious in certain areas, or like, you know, things are going to be coming up, and then you're just going to remember what this person said, and it's going to lighten the mood, but it's also going to lighten the like all or nothing energy around it, and it helps us make our decisions. So just be aware of that. We're seeing things so differently than we have seen them before, and that's going to be really powerful for us. It moves us then to the 5 of Pentacles. Poverty mentality. Now, this could be the thing from the past that we come back to, this sense of lack, this sense of I can't, the sense of, you know, it's not worth it type of thing. And that's going to be absolutely wrong. There is a power, there's an integrity, there is a determination to us. And we have to be very mindful of an energy that's trying to keep us out in the cold, and also a person who's trying to lock us out of the bigger stage. You know, it's almost like they're saying, no, you can't come in. And it's like, what do you mean I can't come in? I built the theater, you know, type of thing. This is mine. And so there's somebody trying to lock us out of what we have built for ourselves. And we're going to have to just be very aware of that. It moves us then to the moon. A lot of the shadows, a lot of the things that we have feared, we are going to be facing. And we're going to find that we're a heck of a lot stronger than we thought we were, Pisces. Not Pisces. Goodness. Oh, this is Pisces energy. So that's why that came up. But a lot stronger than we thought we were, Taurus. And that's going to be very important for us. And then we have here justice. This is Libra energy, but this is also, you know, a balancing out of the situation, of things. And it's like, no, I'm not I'm not falling into this mess again. Things are going to be fair. Things are going to be even. And it's not people, spouting how it's going to be fair, it's going to be even, it's going to be so great. And yet you're burdened with everything and nobody cares. It's like, no, now things come into balance. Now things fall into a harmony. And they have to. And that's because we really are putting our foot down during this time. Yeah. All right. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the promise that is us during this time. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus.